And that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
60 or. Recon, wants to hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And marking down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. This is Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mike, 45. I got you, pop. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Watch the slant.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's what. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Breshad Perriman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
45. Check Mike, 45. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Snap.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 5. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Ready? Change two stops.
Tackle. 13 yards. Check it back.
Come. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Let's go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, wahoo!
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Yo, go, go!
45 to Mike.
2nd and 11. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy, of course I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets back to throw here. Complete to Devontae Freeman. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
I know most of the tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Hey, Charlie! Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hard. Yes. Hey, high 7. Hey.
Mike, 45. Right here.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Slide.
They'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Ready, ready. 60 or.
We own them.
On 1st down, Herbert. And this one complete to Smith. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Hey, back up. 2.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, Herbert. He's got Smith here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Herbert looking deep downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now this throw caught left side and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Intercepted by the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready. 30 base. Hey, Zoom.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
Check. 45 the mark.
General West.
On 1st down, it's Freeman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Hey, let's get that home. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Hey, Delta.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Get it.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big. You're nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Herbert airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He can't get him down. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And it's complete. This is Austin Proehl. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Under 10.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Gets it off to Freeman.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Alert flare, flare. Show it up.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
I'm coming after you. 25. Check.
80 weapons. Bravo.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Five.
Off play action. Herbert. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready? 8, read. 61, matchbox, lights.
Now Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice it.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Herbert, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's sock, baby. That's baby sock.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Switch.
Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation...
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point attempt to come here. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Always a... And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Right on.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check nine, check nine.
Hey, Delta. Go.
45 to Mike. Watch the out, watch the out.
Hey, exit.
45 Mike, 45. Here we go, D, get up.
Ready?
2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yep. Hey, Haywood. Snap.
Back to throw here. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll set up a throw, letting one go deep. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. It's complete to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Yo, shoot.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Herbert toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They come out here in the eye. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gay is on for the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Got it.
45. Mike.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship.
Hey, high 7.
Watch
Now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys